We're Bash Bros Movies, and today we've seen Deadpool this week. And listen, in regards to sequels, this is probably one of those movies that I would dare say has a better sequel than the original movie was. First movie came out with great anticipation. Like, fans have been they've been yelling for a Deadpool movie for years. Over time,
Well, I mean, you gotta admit, ever since the blunder that was the X-Men
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wolverine, where we saw first glimpse into Deadpool.
I didn't even realize that was Deadpool.
Because that wasn't Deadpool. They did stuff to him.
That was supposed to be Deadpool.
But it was just, and since that time, everybody was like, okay, well, why can't we have actual Deadpool movie? We want to see an actual Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
Then the rumors started leaking out that there's actually footage of a possible. Then, of course, somebody leaked the footage. Not on purpose. Because nobody leaks stuff on purpose. But fans saw the potential of the movie. We got our Deadpool. We loved our Deadpool, and now we got our second Deadpool.
Yeah, and
he ended up being even better than the first one.
And I would also say this is one of those sequels that you can watch without actually watching the first movie. And you can pretty much follow the story here. Like, the only thing, I mean, because his relationship to Vanessa is so deep and in depth, like the way they explore it in this movie, they pretty much do the same thing, similar thing in the first movie. You see how they meet, how their relationship develops. Like, you get more of that background story, you get more of who Deadpool really is, how he got his powers, why he battles cancer. But in this movie, all of that, I'm not gonna say it's not important, but it's those you don't necessarily need those details in order to understand the story of this movie. Like, the only thing that, I mean, somebody could potentially end up having with is, you know, where is Cable actually from? Because we don't know exactly when he's, like, we know, but it's still, you know, it's a mystery because we don't know how long the Fire Fist guy lives, you know, like.
Well, you know, it's like, you know,
he could be in his 30s, he could have been in his 40s, so it's like, we don't really know.
Yeah.
But I really like that character too. Like, when he shows up, I thought this dude might be a blob or something, but it's like, when you see his fists turn on fire, it's like, that's not Blob, that's something else, that's somebody else.
Yeah, and the kid we previously saw in the Hunt for the Wilder People, in which he was directed by...
I knew he was familiar from someplace.
Waititi, who then went on to direct
Thor Ragnarok,
so,
yeah.
You know,
and not only that, I mean, there was a bunch of, like...
there.
Yeah, but there was the opening montage. Was very James Bond-ish.
It was. If you look at all the jokes and all the...
I mean, there were jokes. I mean, there was Flashdance, and they mixed and matched various movies from, you know...
And, you know, one-liners, and, you know, it's Deadpool.
Yeah, and the thing about
the opening montage was actually a James Bond
opening, and the music was very James Bond-like too. And the thing at the beginning of the movie, when he says that this movie is a family movie, you can bring your kids. Funny thing is, I was with my girl in this.
Well, you can't bring your kids, but it is a family movie, and he kind of elaborates on the notion later. There was
a guy, a dad. He brought his 5-year-old and a 6-year-old to see the movie, man. So.
I have no comment.
So yeah, that was just one of the things in regards to the movie. And listen, the plot, the jokes, the fourth wall breaking, the new characters. Like, we saw Dopender coming back, and he got a bigger role. And there was this guy Peter who answered the net.
Peter was, he's just glad to be there, man.
Yeah, happy to be there.
We saw for a glimpse until they succumbed to not a nice ending. We saw the X-Force.
Yeah, we
saw a couple of memorable characters.
Shatterstar was there.
Shatterstar was there. A couple of others, you know, they all succumbed to untimely demise.
Yeah.
You know, but it's fun. Domino and Cable for me. Like they brought, I don't know what they brought to the movie, but they brought it.
They were there and they brought it.
Domino, they were great additions to the original.
Yeah, like what's your superpower? Luck. Luck's not a superpower. Yes, it is.
And then you have a whole montage. It's just like, luck's pretty much a superpower. And I mean, Cable was like, you know, when they announced that they're gonna have Cable,
they calls him Thanos at one point in the movie.
Exactly,
so
because it's Josh Brolin, and you're like, okay, you know, they had this whole bromance thing going on in the comics, and you want to see how it transcends to the big screen.
Yeah.
Is the chemistry gonna be there? Is the bromance gonna be there? And then when you just started,
I don't know if bromance was there, but I could.
It was there, man.
There was chemistry, man. There was definitely chemistry.
They clashed, and it was beautiful.
Definitely. And the villain was great. I think the Essex, what's his name, the guy who does experiments on mutants and stuff like that. And I can't.
The cameo by somebody, we're not gonna name it because.
And not the cameo, the thing he does with Logan at the beginning of the movie when he, actually, I mean that was.
Yeah, it was a music box with Logan with his heart pierced that was taken from the scene from the Logan. But this is classic Deadpool, the whole break.
And the stuff that at the mid-credit spot where they actually make fun of Green Lantern.
Well, no, they didn't make fun of him.
Well,
basically, if you're giving a time device, you want to go back in time and correct your mistakes.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what Deadpool does.
True.
And we got
I read
Brienne Hilda or whatever her name is coming back as Negasonic Mutant Time Bomb.
Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Or that. We got to see Colossus back.
Yeah, Colossus was back.
Teenage Warhead gets a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yukio or whatever.
Yeah. Hi, Deadpool.
Overall, a fun movie. It's better than the first one. If you enjoyed the first one, you're going to enjoy the second one.
Agreed.
If you did not enjoy the first one, you will still enjoy the second one.
Agreed.
Because it's better. Yeah.
I mean, what would you rate it, man?
It's like 25, 6.
A little bit too high for me. I'm giving it a 23. I'm giving it a 23.
Just going under 25 doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
Going over 25, still, it's a Deadpool movie, so you kind of knew what you were going to get. And it was good seeing that what actually turned up on the big screen was better than what I expected.
The soundtrack wasn't as good though, in my opinion.
It was alright.
I like Dolly Parton.
It was alright.
Yeah, it was. I didn't say it was bad. I just said it wasn't as good as the first.
Well, here's the thing with soundtracks. We saw the same thing happening in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
When the first one was such a vital part to the movie.
Exactly.
Then you never saw it coming that the soundtrack is gonna play that huge of a part.
Exactly.
And then you can expect the same thing in the second one. You're gonna end up disappointed. I think the same thing happened with Deadpool because first one soundtrack was a vital part of the movie itself, and all of it, and you didn't see it coming. So now when you expected it, you were just kind of let down because you expected better. But generally, its soundtrack is pretty good.
I didn't say it was bad. So that's our rating for this week. Next week we'll be coming in with more reviews, opinions, and other cool stuff. So until next time, Besh Bros up.